Hey, my name is Henry Foster, but call me 3Volve, owner of Soul Code Studios, originator of Virtua Online. I'm a passionate American independent artist and current critic of the current industry of media. My skill range includes 2D art, 2D animation, 3D art, 3D animation, traditional art, graphic design, writing, and more. I'm here to debut my first official IP, Virtua Online, starting off with a sci-fi fantasy colored manga or comic, which I'm the sole creator of. Virtua Online is inspired by the series Phantasy Star and Soul Calibur. Virtua Online takes place in the New Lylon system. The planet of focus is Gonda, the origin of the Ether Network. The Ether Network is a metaphysical system that governs everything on Gonda and simulates in reality laws of the virtual or digital space. Fatal wounds are a thing of the past. Death is impermanent. Materialization is real and lifespans are multiplied. The intelligent life of Gonda are humanoids. This species includes 5 races: Coronoids, Sylvanoids, Delvionoids, Argonoids, and Pulsianoids. The warriors on Gonda are called Ionics, and the classes you will find are specialized forces called Versers and grunt forces called Backers. Let's focus on the Versers for now. Versers are versatile warriors who use a virtual energy called Ion. Using Ion, they power arsenals called Ox Blades. These are weapons containing the capability for close-range combat, long-range combat, defensive measures, and mobility options. In the right hands, Ox Blades have a greater range of abilities called Arts and many others. The Ox Blades were created to level the playing field between characters so that all characters wielding an Ox Blade fight with as few limitations as possible. More on to recent events. A guild called Darker Sun appeared and used the mysterious corrupting energy that people call corruption to consume the world. Led by a madman named Acero, he leads his guild to cause destruction, but ironically leaves little traces behind besides corruption. No one knows what's happening within corruption, or what it even is. It has no known cure, but people assume it spells certain doom as the strongest Versers seem powerless once they are corrupted. Darker Sun isn't the only world threat occurring, no. A haywire AI by the name of Cybrix showed up fairly recently. This dangerous AI has acquired control of high-grade technology and mechanical beasts called mechanoids. Cybrix searches for anomalies, whether it be individuals not from Gonda or individuals who have been corrupted, and it erases them. The world, when not dealing with Darker Sun, is at conflict with itself, deciding if someone's worth sacrificing or saving, a similar issue that Gonda has faced before. Virtua Online tells a tale of 3 characters from 3 different perspectives and 3 different worlds. Radix is the creator of Virtua Online. He is also the War King, leading the most powerful and influential guild Gonda has ever known, called the Crossbearers. Radix returns to find death, destruction, division, and departures. He returns not quite himself, with more mysteries and a whole lot of missing information, as he fights to remember, but also to learn the truth of what has happened and how he'll take on Darker Sun, Cybrix, and many others to return his world to normal. Erangel is a newcomer to Gonda. In fact, he's human. A starry-eyed young man begins to see the world he's always dreamed of visiting. He's part of a prophecy to stop Cybrix, and the more he fights against it, the more it destroys him internally. Obsidia is mysterious, and I can't say much about her, other than she has 2 conflicting sides, light and dark. I won't say anything else about her. It's important that I save some details. There's much more to share, like the scale of the civilizations, the wilderness and the natural forms of technology born into the land, creatures like resinoids and mechanoids and their roles, guilds, organizations, and businesses, and the awesome tech that Versers have access to, like Oxblades, Telegears, Etherlinks, and more. I've got a ton of work done already. This project is years into the making, but I've also got quite a bit of work left as well. I'm crowdfunding this project to speed up the process, extra artists, training writers, and also to help me financially as well. I'm one man working with very limited resources, but by the grace of God, I'm still able to invest both time and money into this project and the whole of this newfound company. I've got plans for other media formats as well. Games, anime, shows, and movies. However, I think it's more important to tell you what I'm not going to do. The current industry of media is what got me here. As it stands, too much in all formats from games to comics are coming out void of creativity, lacking presentation, abysmal storytelling, and the social political agendas. From many forms of censorship, to race swapping, to gender swapping, to all the agendas that have nothing to do with world building or storytelling, I'm going to have to pass. Absolutely not. There's media out there for that stuff. It just won't be mine, and that's a promise. But worst of all, it has to be the lackluster writing and the continuity issues. Every 5 seconds, there's a new universal and multiversal rewrite. Source materials definitely not respected. People who are not even capable or even interested in the content itself are being hired to work on it. How are newcomers supposed to get invested? How are fans left satisfied? I can tell you right now, success is in both learning why something succeeded and why it didn't fail, why something failed and why it didn't succeed. It takes selflessness, wisdom, creativity, and passion. But most of all, who even asked for the thing you're working on? So to wrap it up, I'm here to do nothing more than create an awesome project focused on characters, character development, relationships, unique challenges and unique ways to overcome them, and a cohesive narrative that respects the character and the customer. That's my promise. I'm not interested in the rest. Leave it to the other guys because it's clearly working so very well for them. That's it. I have no more to share, but I have more to share in the future about Virtua Online, giving you a deep dive on lore in future video series coming out soon. So with that said, I'm 3Volve, and I hope you'll help me speed up Virtua Online and help me reach higher heights than I could reach alone. Thank you.